Hi everybody and welcome back. This is Emily and this week we are making the mini souffle omelet from Food Wars or Shokugeki no Soma. This was requested by a viewer, so let's get into it. The first thing we're going to do is make the tomato sauce that goes on top. You don't see him make this in the anime or the manga, so I put together the recipe based on what I found online, and it's just a typical tomato sauce recipe. So you're first going to saute a little bit of garlic in some olive oil. I like to just grate mine using a really fine grater instead of chopping it because I find it faster and easier. And just flick all that in there and then give it a quick toss around with a spoon. You only want that garlic to be in there for like maybe 30 seconds before you add in the tomatoes, so be really careful. You don't want to burn that garlic. Once you add the tomatoes, go ahead and stir it around and season it with salt. That's always a good thing. And you want to let it simmer and reduce for a couple of minutes before adding in the red wine. You're going to pour in a little bit of red wine, stir that around, again leave it on there to reduce, kind of knock out some of those clumps, and then set that to the side. Meanwhile, we're going to get the omelet stuff ready. So you want to separate your eggs into the whites and the yolks. And I would use about 2 eggs per omelet, so I went ahead and separated 6 eggs so that I can make 3 omelets. I would recommend doing these in smaller batches though, so maybe no more than 4 eggs at the most. And then you want to set those whites aside, and we're going to make up the yolk mixture really quickly. So go ahead and kind of pop all those yolks, whisk them together, and then we're going to add the ingredients to this. And it's just 3 simple ingredients, which are salt, of course, you always need salt. And then you're also going to add some pepper, just to your taste. And if you want to use a finer ground pepper, it won't show up as much. And then a little bit of cream. And don't go overboard on the cream here. I definitely did. So just be careful with that. Whisk that all together, and once it's evenly combined, you can go ahead and set it aside. And then we're going to get started on the egg whites. And this is where this is like the crucial step in getting that souffle texture. You want to whip up those egg whites until stiff peaks form. So when you raise the beaters out, they should like make a pattern in the egg, and if you tip the bowl over, it shouldn't go anywhere. You want to pour over the egg yolk mixture and fold this in. There's a reason we're not whisking it all together. It won't work the right way, so you need to fold in the egg yolk into the white and be very careful not to knock any of that air out. Then you want to heat a pan over medium heat, melt some butter in it, so this is for the omelet, and when it's ready to go, you just want to ladle in some of that omelet mixture. I went with 2 scoops, but it depends on how big your ladle is. And you're gonna have to kind of shape this out into a circle, the shape that you want, because it'll be a thicker kind of batter. Let that cook for 1 minute on medium heat, and then turn the heat to low and cover it, and leave it covered for about 1.5 minutes. This will steam the top of the omelet so that you don't have to flip it at all. When that's done cooking, you can go ahead and take the lid off, take that off the heat, and then just plate it up. And plating it is really easy for an omelet. You just put half of it on the plate and use the pan to flip the other half over. Since this omelet is really fluffy in the middle though, you're gonna wanna kind of hold it down for a second so that the insides all kind of stick together. Otherwise it'll try to spring back open, just like that. Luckily I had mine down long enough. And then you're going to spoon over the tomato sauce that should have just been sitting onto the side, being warmed up, and then sprinkle a little bit of fresh parsley over the top. And that's it, you guys. So I hope you like this recipe. I hope you can try it out. This is very delicious. I really enjoyed it. Let me know if you make it. Send me pics. I want to see. And have a great week, you guys. Enjoy the awesome food porn shots. This was honestly so good. I really recommend it. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Everything that you need for this is in the description below. Bye.